long and illustrious career, and that each song has like a story where they go like, oh, you know, I wrote this in a dressing room at the Palladium while Tom Jones was there, and he was like cutting his toenails and stuff, and like they've all got like, you know, name drops and good stories. None of these have that. These are all slightly more, I'd like to think they're more down-home stories about, you know, this one I wrote, you know, Skip in Bradford or something. So there's, you know, there is a kind of story behind all of them, but they're not very good ones. So I'll share a few, but there's no Tom Jones. But this one, actually this song that I'm going to play now, it's about pain. Does anybody like pain? And there's a little name drop here, which I think is better than Tom Jones. There's a band called Edgelarks, who are my friends Philip Henry and Hannah Martin, who are absolutely wonderful people. And I produced an album for them a few years ago, and they invited me on tour and said, do you want to come and open up for us on the road? And for two people, they have a lot of gear. Like Phil plays like 1 million guitars, and they have their own sound system. And I kind of thought, we took my van and we sort of drove around and did these gigs. And I was like, I'll be a good support act, but I'll help. I'll be like roadie, because I'm built for it. So I was like lugging amps out of the van every day and like thinking like I'm doing a good job here. And then I tore my intercostal muscles in between the ribs there, and I had to go to A&E. Phil's mum had to drive me to A&E. So there was a local show that night, and they gave me loads of codeine, and the gig that night was absolutely phenomenal. Nobody will tell me what happened, but I think it was one of the best ones I've ever done. And in the dressing room afterwards, I was sat listening to Phil and Hannah play and just sort of kind of blissed out, thinking about pain and how life-affirming it can be and how wonderful codeine is. And I wrote this song. It's called A Sweet Kind of Hurt. I pray you'll sink your teeth in when a mouthful's all you crave. So I'm having a codeine flashback and I forgot what line comes next. Let me start again. I pray you'll sink your teeth in when a mouthful's all you crave. 'Cause I live to lean into dangerous jaws, and for too long I've played it safe. When the numbness of my days sets in and all sentiments divert, you put the sting back into life, and it's a sweet, sweet kind of hurt. And in depraved daydreams I often sculpt some story from this pain, where I don't wake up one dull spring day and I leave you to clear my name. And the grieving I designed for you, when every vein runs red alert, it is undignified, it's delicious, it is a sweet, sweet kind of hurt. Now the half-dead child inside me aches for these near forgotten things, like a bicycle crash or a bust up nose, a bloodthirsty Catholic hymn, or an urge to vomit on sacred ground, or a hand going up her skirt. sentences I can call to mind when I crave a sweet kind of hug. So now with every heartstring tuned in perfect harmony, all the two of us, we go smooth across the sound waves of the sea, till beneath us move the silent shores of every misery we stirred. And each ripple rocks our boat real nice with a sweet, sweet kind of hurt. So don't hold your breath when you go down, breathe the lungfuls of the dark. The salt water seals your suffering, and it will pickle your shut down heart. You can rise again when the strength allows, and decide what real life is worth. 'Cause you have swallowed all your history down to taste the sweet, sweet